Okay guys, guess what? I will be doing 5 Welcome Moon giveaway when we hit 8,000 subscribers. So yeah, drop your UID and server to participate. Alright, settle in because this one's going to be fun. Today we're breaking down one of the most mysteriously hyped characters in the leak scene right now, Columbina. And trust me, the more I look at her kit, the more I feel like Hoyoverse is trying to confuse us on purpose. So let's talk about what she really does, what she doesn't do, and why she's shaping up to be one of the strangest but potentially strongest units we've seen in a while. But wait, don't you hate watching your friends get the new character while you're still grinding? I found a way to fix that. Save up to 25% at lootbar.gg. Right now there is a limited time discount for all-in-one pack, and the 6,480 pack is just $69, not $100 like in-game. That's a $31 saving. Choose your pack and enter your UID and server, and you'll receive the crystals within 2 minutes. First-time top-ups can earn double crystals. There are currently thousands of creators collaborating with Lootbar, which proves its safety. I use Lootbar for my giveaways too, so I genuinely recommend it. New users get an extra 10% off, while returning users still score a 5% discount. Hit the link in my description and save big. Now let's break down Columbina properly, because the leaks this week painted a really sharp picture of what she is and what she is not. First thing, she does not work like Skirk or Mabuka. No fancy burst energy gimmick. No hidden gauge you need a calculator for. When Columbina bursts, she literally opens her eyes, spreads her wings, and throws you into what people are calling her domain expansion. 20 seconds long, 15-second cooldown. For a character with a domain that massive, the uptime is honestly kind of wild. I've seen people ask if her damage is low, and the answer is no, not even close. She's hitting higher CO damage than CO Farina in the leaks. That alone should perk your ears up. But here's where I think players might get caught off guard. Unlike a lot of these modern Fontaine or Natlan powerhouses, Columbina doesn't bring exploration tools, mobility tricks, or a residential shred. She's not diving, dashing, or yoinking enemy defenses. She's a pure damage engine. Think of her like a high-performance sports car, powerful, elegant, and absolutely useless in a parking lot. And honestly, I kind of like that. It keeps her identity clean. Now, what does she scale on? Pretty much everything except DF. HP, crit, she's collecting stats like I collect characters I never build. Her signature artifact set even buffs Lunar reaction damage, which already makes her feel like she's designed for a very specific ecosystem. You cast her burst, and then she starts consuming these little charges called Verdant Dew. Each one lets her cast a charged attack that fires off multiple Lunar Bloom hits. Not as insane as Nefer's nukes, but still solid. One thing a lot of you asked me, does she convert normal reactions into Lunar versions on her own? Right now, the answer is no. She can't convert electro-charged, bloom, crystallize. None of it becomes Lunar unless leaks change during beta. So she's powerful, but she's not self-sufficient. It's like trying to bake a cake, but someone else has to turn on the oven for you. But the good part? When she's teamed with Lauma or Nefer, suddenly her Verdant Dew cap jumps from 3 to 6. And not just any 6. 3 of them are special charges. They recover at the same time as normal ones, and when you spend them, she automatically burns the special ones first. That's a clean synergy. You can really feel she's meant to sit in a Lunar team core and keep firing off hits non-stop. Her constellations tell the same story. They're all about stability and scaling. C1 to C5 each give roughly 3% elevation, and if you're new to this term, elevation is basically a unique damage boost that stacks independently from the usual DMG bonuses. C6 adds an extra 5%, and throughout her constellations, she's getting bonus crit DMG on top. Combine that with her signature weapon and C for giving her much-needed ER help, and you end up with a character who transforms from needs a lot of stats to oh, she's actually terrifying. Now, let's take a breather. Because while all of this sounds great, there are 2 hard truths. She brings no mobility, and she brings no residential shred. So if you're planning teams, you're going to need to get those from other places. Nefer and Lauma supports, they're doing the heavy lifting utility-wise. Columbina is here to melt health bars, nothing else. Let's talk banners for a second. White Horse, the other star of her half, is still looking like death scaling with geo multipliers. And according to the latest leaks, Columbina herself is slotted into the second half of the patch. That gives you time to save, but also time to panic if you're like me and constantly broke on primos. Speaking of Geo, we've got a strange cluster of future Geo ladies coming in hot. Sandrone? Yes, she's Geo and playable in 6.7 according to leaks. And then the spicy rumor floating around, Nicole being Geo 2 and pairing with Sandrone. That one is super sus right now, so take it with caution. But if it turns out true, the Geo meta might be preparing for a pretty dramatic shakeup. And since we're talking community reactions, a lot of players are calling Columbina a slow burn character. Someone who unlocks her full value only when the whole future Lunar ecosystem is released. Honestly, I agree. She looks strong already, but the way her kit leans so heavily into Lunar mechanics tells me Hoyoverse is designing a bigger arc here. So let me throw the question to you. Are you saving for her? Does the lack of residential shred or reaction conversion bother you? Or do you just want a beautiful powerhouse who sets up a 20-second domain and goes to work? Tell me your plan. I'm genuinely curious how people are approaching her. To wrap up, Columbina looks stylish, strong, and just complex enough to reward good team building. She's not a universal plug-and-play unit, but if you like characters with layers, she might end up being your favorite. Whatever you decide, I hope your primos stretch farther than mine usually do, and may your polls be gold. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, drop a comment, hit like, and join the discussion. I'll see you in the next one.